speaking of all that technology and everything else that we just talked about with the Wagoneer, this is actually kind of a funny topic. I think so. Anyway, so we all got, we got SRTs, we have Daytonas, we got a highly optioned scat, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's funny, man, and it's not even just with this car. I think we're all kind of sort of car guys, and we've all been doing this for a long time as far as buying cars, getting rid of cars. But we've all always been into getting some what we think are dope cars, right? I want you guys to name some of the technology that you guys have gotten in your cars with this one and over the years that you guys just never use, man. So basically, you would kind of deem it unnecessary. Like I don't even know why I even pay for this option because I never use it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's good, man. Yo, Garage Driven, I want to hear from you first, man. What are some of the things that you never use that you always have in your cars?
Man, I had a 06 CL55 AMG, and it had the massaging seats. I think I tried it one time, and I was like, what is this shit? So that was just like a waste in that car. I'm sure it added a ton of weight to that car. Those cars are heavy as they are. So I'm sure that massaging seat crap could have been like maybe a good 30, 40 pounds. They could have shaved off if they got rid of that. So that was like a waste to me, man. It wasn't nothing to talk about. Like I said, I tried it one time. Pointless. So massaging seats. Nah, keep that shit.
Illest 392, man. Let's go to you, man. What do you say?
I think I'm gonna say is sunroofs, and it's a stupid thing for me to say. I'm gonna tell you.
Fighting words right there. Fighting words right there. Fighting words right there, bro.
No,
terrain, sir.
Let me explain.
Hey, I agree with him. I agree, Gabe. I agree with you.
Let me explain.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Every car I ever buy, I want a sunroof. I'm not against sunroofs. Okay. I don't like buying a car that doesn't have a sunroof. We fucking live in Florida. I want to see some sunshine from time to time. I'm not a vampire 100% of the time, just 99% of the time. So the weird thing is I never open it all the way because the moment you do, that fucking hot air starts barreling. It's like, what am I doing? And I close it again. On my Challenger I have now, that was one of the mandatory things I wanted was a sunroof. And all I ever do is vent it. And I never even opened the shade because I like it dark in there. I don't want to see anyone seeing me for whatever reason. But I pay all this money for a sunroof, every car I ever buy, and I never really use it. I vent it at most. And so when it's cool, like right now, it's getting cooler. Like I'll open it, but like that much if I get my hand right. And that's it. And especially on our cars, I don't know if you guys experience this or not. If you guys have sunroofs, if you open that, whatever that seal is that kind of pops up, that thing is noisy. All I ever hear is whatever that noise makes.
It's like a huge like mesh.
It's a piece that pops up when your things open. It kind of pops up, and if you hold it down, all the noise goes away. But whatever that piece is, I don't know if it's just part of where it seals or whatever. It's just super noisy. So I'm like, close it, vent it. But I don't know. It's always mandatory for me to have a sunroof, and I never use it. I pay all the money to have a sunroof, and then I never use it.
Yo, have you ever tried to open the sunroof while you're driving at night? Way different experience.
What? It's not because of the sun that I don't open it.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying when you're driving at night, right? When you're driving at night, I open the sunroof at night, and it was a different experience because I could see the stars and stuff if you're on like a dark road or whatever. I thought it was cool.
I'm tripping balls, bro. What's going on?
I thought it was cool.
I get you. No. Listen, it's not just because of the sun. It's it just barrels in hot air. Is only probably
modern day muscle likes to look at the stars while he's dipping his nuts in some salt.
Tripping balls, bro, driving around.
Oh God, we still on that,
bro? Yo, that's comedy.
But
I was in the moonlight while he's dipping his nuts. Setting the mood.
Hey, let the record show that they like to bring that up.
Hey, I would say this though. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, go back and watch our eat in your car episode, man. Our video on that. Hilarious, man. Comedy all the way through. But anyway.
Oh gosh.
Yo, you want to know something funny? When I got off recording with you guys, I went and spoke to Ollie, my fiance, and I was like, "Yo, babe, I fucked up." I said nuts on the camera, man.
Hey, it's all good.
Forever. It's only forever. Don't worry about it.
It's only forever.
Hey, it's only on YouTube forever. It's only on YouTube forever, man. Don't worry.
But hey, I'm going to say that before we get to Modern Day Muscle and his thing. Illest, man, I have to argue with you, bro, because I buy now. Granted, my wife is with you guys, with you, Garage Driven, and Illest 292. She does not like the sunroof. She could care less about the sunroof. I'm always like, let's get the sunroof, and she hates it, entirely hates it, right? I like the sunroof for the reason that you say that the only thing you do, like I want the sunroof only to vent it because it gives you that extra look, like that vented, popped up window, window on the top of your car, and to me it looks dope. I like that look. I never open my sunroof. I never open the shade. I never open the sunroof. Actually, nope. I never open it because it's just whatever. I never open it in any of the cars that I have, but I like the look. To me, it just gives your car an extra kind of aggressive look when you got that window popped up.
It does give it like I would say more of like a sleek kind of look.
Yeah, I do it all the time when I take my picture.
Exactly. Yeah. Matter of fact, I never put mine down. Yo, people come running to me. It's raining. Yo, Cat, it's raining. It's raining. Your car, your thing is popped open. I'm like, I'm good. Don't worry about it. They're like, what? I never put it down because because I had the shade closed, so it still has the plastic and everything. It doesn't matter. The only car that I've ever put it down on, and when it's raining, was my Audi that I used to have, because the Audi, when you popped it open, the whole thing popped. Like there was no way to keep like the shade down, whatever. So when you popped it open, everything like popped open, like all the the shade, everything popped open with it. So it was just open the entire way. So when it rained, it was literally all the rain was coming straight into your car. You know what I'm saying? That's the only car I used to ever put it down. Other than that, my car is permanently vented on the sunroof, unless obviously I'm washing my car. If I'm washing my car, then I put it down. That's the only time. So I gotta argue with you on that, bro. Come on, man. Sunroof, moonroof, mandatory for me.
It's mandatory for me. It's just for all the wrong reasons. I'm with you.
I got you. Modern Day Muscle Man, what do you say?
So I have a two-part answer. I'm gonna start with something that's super controversial because I get why people get it, because it allows to. I think depending on the certain trims of the car, you have to get it in order to get other features on the car. But it's incredibly useless, and it's even more useless now with the inventions like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, the onboard navigation. No one uses it. No one uses it. If you are, you're the 1% that uses it. No one uses it. It's horrible to use. I forced myself one time to use it when I was going to St. Augustine. I did not like it. Because like if you deviate from the path, it takes so long to reload itself and stuff like that. Now the features are cool because the features are cool. Like you can see like where it's telling you to go in your display, but like it just sucks. I mean, like especially when you have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you're just better off using that. It's so much faster. But I do understand why people get it. I got it because it's usually bundled with other technologies. So it's like you're forced to get it in most cars. Because if you want, I don't know, nav package, I'm just making something up. You want nav package, and that comes with, they bundle that with your auto instant wipers and the camera in front into the car, so that it knows to stay in the lane and the sensors on the side. So I get why people get it, but it's incredibly useless. And it jacks the price up too for no reason. But anyways, the other part to that is, and my mind totally went blank. Oh, yes. I'm pretty sure it's on a lot of cars, but on Dodge cars specifically, that feature, Active Link or whatever that Link app is called, where you can find movie theaters. That's incredibly useless because you're going to use the GPS to find the movie theater. You're going to use Fandango to find what time the movie is going to be to buy. You're probably going to buy the ticket. Huh?
I was about to say the car actually does that. It shows you the time of the movies, everything.
Yeah. The car actually does that, but no one.
Yeah, the car does that.
Yeah, no one uses it. So it's just. Yeah. I guess it was an idea, but it's not practical. No one uses it because everybody's on their phone. So that's my thing on it.
I like with the gas. You know, when the gas gets low,
the gas is cool.
Yeah. That's a dope feature right there,
bro.
And the weather.
Bro. Can we go? Are we gonna go back to that? Because you don't pay attention to anything that the car tells you, bro. It could literally be waving like, "Yo, you need gas right now," and garage will be like, "I'm good, bro. I got another 30 miles."
Yeah, we ride.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we ride,
bro.
Hey, yo, listen, local. Hey,
to
listen, driving local MPGs versus highway MPGs is different. All right. So
it's not different on my well-being and my emotions. You know what I'm saying? when we about to be stuck on the side of the road in the middle of freaking Missouri or Mississippi or whatever it was that we were at. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that show's comedy.
Oh wait, another. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Another thing that I wanted to point out with the nav too is that what a lot of people don't realize is these third-party navs that aren't on your phone, you have to pay money to update them, and it's not cheap.
So I was getting ready to say that to your point, man, because my wife, I don't have navigation in my car, like not like as a feature, right? Mm-hmm. But or as an option, I should say. But obviously, my wife in her Explorer, she has navigation. Bro, we were going to, if you guys don't know, we live in Florida. There's a city called, it's literally a city called Lakewood Ranch, right? It's an entire city. Why the navigation did not pick it up? Like, it didn't even recognize it. It didn't even know it was a city. And we're like, what the hell? Bro, I took it back, and this is like, the car was not even a year old. I took it back to Ford, and I was like, yo, this thing needs to get updated, whatever. They try to update it through, I didn't have to pay anything. They try to update it. They try to put it new because you got to put the USB in. I mean, not the USB, what do you call it? The little the SD drive, the SD card, all that. Bro, they could not figure it out. It still did not pull up. An entire city. It did not pull up in the freaking navigation. I was like, what the hell? This shit sucks. So and like to your point, Modern Day Muscle, you have to update it. It's whatever is in there is only in there when they loaded it. So if a new area comes up, if a new street comes on, they build a whole new development. Somebody's like, yo, I live in so and so place. Yo, navigate to my house. They give you the address, and let's say it's a brand new community. You're not gonna find it on there because it wasn't loaded on there from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I get
it's all obsolete. It's all obsolete. Yeah. It's just all obsolete.
I understand.
Yeah,
that's true.
So what I would say is, for mine, and you guys probably gonna be like, what? Nah, hell, I use that shit all the time, bro. For the last probably 2 to 3 to maybe 4, at least 2 to 3 cars that I've had over the years, 4 cars, I've always had heated seats, heated steering wheel, and then of course the cooled seats, right? Can I tell you that I've never used any of that stuff.
You wildin'. You
I told you guys. I told you.
What's wrong with you?
Not even the Florida.
You don't cool in the seat, man. Come on, man.
Listen,
it never goes on.
Listen,
my car's programmed to start up like that.
What'd you say? Illest 392. What'd you say?
I said you never even used the cooling part.
No, listen. So in my car now, in my Scat Pack, just like Garage Driver says, it comes on automatically.
Right.
So it's on. So I'm like, okay, whatever, it's on, right? So I don't bother to turn it off. But any of my other cars that I've had previous to this, you actually had to turn it on. I've never turned it on. And let me tell you, even with this car, bro, when I used to turn on my car, right, and I used to be like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, what is going on? And I had to realize that eventually, like I realized after like the maybe third or fourth time, I realized that it was, and I seen a little icon on the dashboard, and I was like, oh, okay, it comes on automatically. But at first I used to turn it off, but I didn't want that. But eventually I just leave it on now, you know what I'm saying? But to me, I'm like, I don't necessarily care for it. I lived in Germany, bro. I lived in Germany with that. I had a BMW 7 Series that had the heated seats. Cold as hell, and I used to get it, and I never actually, I think that was the only time that I used to use the heated seats. I never used the heated steering wheel, but the only time I probably used the heated seats because it was freaking 10 degrees when I used to leave in the morning to go to work or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, here in Florida and whatever other state that I was at, I never used the heated cool seats, heated steering wheel, whatever it is. I never used it, bro. So I know I told you guys were going to get on me, but for me, I never used it, bro.
Listen, the next time it gets like cold in Florida, try the heated steering wheel and the heated seats. Well, the steering wheel, at least I would say.
The best thing ever.
Nice. Yep, the heated steering wheel, love it.
Yeah, bro. So you mean to tell me the times it gets cold in Florida, you drive with cold hands?
I don't use it. It's not that cold. You guys gotta drive with like ice cubes or like bricks on your hands. Like it's not,
bro.
It's not that cold.
Bro, the next time, okay, so January time when it gets cold and you feel like your hands are cold, I'm telling you, use the steering wheel and thank us later.
I've never used it. I'm leaving it at that. So useless, maybe not. But I'm just saying, for me personally, I never used that stuff. So, but now, granted, a lot of these cars they come with it automatically. Like it was almost like a standard option now. But if I didn't have to pay for it, I'll be like, take that off. Because I never use it. Simple as that. Now, my sunroof. Make sure that shit is in there though, because I at least want to look good. At least I want to look good with my roof popped up. You know what I'm saying? But
remove that expensive ass navigation for me, please.
But hey, man. But speaking of that though, now let's go back into a time when you didn't have all of these options.